Hey all, my name is Paul Borosky and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan, and what I'd like to do today is introduce y'all on how to use my trucking company business plan template. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and let me set your expectations first, and we'll dive into the template, show you how to use it, some of the wonderful traits of it and how you can customize them to make it your own. All right, so the purpose of the video. So the purpose of this video is to show y'all in the trucking industry, or individuals or entrepreneurs that are looking to enter the trucking industry, how to customize my trucking company business plan template to make it yours, and to also mess around with the financial projections, and again to customize them to make them yours. But the way that I've set this template up is that you should be able to use this template in its most basic form with your customizations made in less than 30 minutes. So that's my objective. I'm not saying that everybody's going to be able to attain that objective, and if you want to make more customizations, obviously it's going to take you longer, but like I said, the objective here is to get y'all up and running with a business plan that's functional within 30 minutes. All right, so who is this good for? Just because you got a functional business plan, does it really mean that it's going to be it's actually be useful? Based on some of the research that I've done, feedback from other clients, this functional, really short and sweet business plan is good for the landlords, small businesses, and also friends and family. You would be surprised how many times individuals just need a business plan for friends and family, just to share their thoughts and ideas, to show them that they've got the structure set, they know what they're talking about. And so this little template might be beneficial in those regards. Included in the template that you purchase, if you purchase it from my organization, included is going to be a customizable Word document. So you're going to be able to open it up, and I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to purchase it and open it up and customize it. But it's going to be a customizable Word document. And also you're going to get a basic financial model that's customized for the trucking industry. And you've got this wonderful video to show you how to use the trucking business plan template. All right, expectations set. Let's go ahead and move on to the trucking business plan template. So on this template right here, when you purchase it, and again, I will show you how to purchase it step by step in just a few minutes. So what's going to happen is you're going to open up the Word document, and you're going to see this page right here, Trucking Company Business Plan. I strongly suggest you go ahead and put your organization's name right here, and anything in highlighted yellow, you do want to get rid of that highlighted yellow. The way to do that is you're going to highlight it. You're going to go up here and you're going to put no color. So you're going to do that, and that's going to take care of the highlights. And then, so just put your the name of the company right here, business plan. And if you have a logo, put it underneath somewhere right here. The next thing is going to be your table of contents. As you add, subtract, multiply, or divide information into the trucking company template, you are inevitably going to have additional pages. To change the table of contents, you're just going to click on the table of contents. You're going to go up here where it says Update Table. Click on that, and you're going to click on Update Entire Table. Click on OK, and that'll update your page numbers and all your subheadings as well. The next part is going to be your executive summary. This is just a very brief synopsis of your organization. Any place in yellow, I definitely want you all to take a look at and maybe add some information. Company name, and then right here is going to be what kind of organization are you going to be? Is it going to be limited liability? Is it going to be a partnership? Is it going to be a corporation? So put it right there. And then your street, city, and state right here. The business owners, go ahead and plug your names in here. And the trucking company will provide freight services, which will include, and then you can modify the services right here. So in this sentence right here, modify your trucking services as you see fit. Office hours are going to be 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can delete that if you want. If you're going to grow and expand and have an actual office in your trucking company, then maybe leave that or just change the office hours. Target market, I put down it's going to be clients, brokers, and companies. So pretty much whoever needs freight hauling services, you can keep this, or you can embellish it however you like. Financial highlights, like I said, I will give you, I have provided y'all a financial model template that you can modify to better meet your needs for your trucking company. However, I have included in the Word document excerpts of a typical trucking company from my perspective. So these numbers right here are just based on a traditional trucking company with one driver driving approximately 600 miles a day, 5 or 6 days a week. So I've got it structured right there that these are just, basic numbers. You can keep these basic numbers if you're going to be a one trucking operation, or you can go ahead and change these numbers from the financial model. And again, I'm going to show you how to use that financial model in just a minute. Funding request, this is how much money you're going to need to start operations. $100,000, $50,000, $70,000, whatever you see fit. This right here is going to be your term. Are you going to be borrowing this money for 5 to 7 years, 10 to 15 years, 20 to 30 years, whatever that may be? Change that number here. Interest rates, what do you anticipate for your interest rate if you're going to get a loan? It's going to be between 5 and 9%, 4 and 8%, 15 and 20%. Who knows? Just make that change right here. Next is going to be the company description. And now the company description, again, you're going to put your company's name right here, whatever kind of legal structure it's going to be, whether it's a limited liability company, it's going to be a partnership. Make sure you make that change here. And then city and state, you're going to make that and update that information here. Business owner, again, right here. And then here is going to be your services in general of what you're going to be providing. Competitive advantage, I just put some basic competitive advantages into the template. Our organization will hire well-qualified drivers. Kind of makes sense. And then also you're going to be getting logistic software. Again, you can go ahead and change this as you like, but it's general enough where it makes sense, but it's not so specific that it's going to pigeonhole you into specific things that you need to do. So update that as you see fit, or leave it the way it is. Product description, pretty straightforward. It's freight hauling service. Could be long distance. It can be local. It can be regional. And again, you can go ahead and add to this. If you're going to be just a flatbed driver, you can update it here. If it's going to be refrigerated goods, you can also put that information updated right here as well. Primary target market, just you'll be working for brokers or other companies. So that's pretty straightforward. Again, you can modify that as you see fit. Hours of operation, we talked about that. Location. So for the location, I've had to customize this a little bit because each driver, from my experience, a lot of independent drivers are going to be working out of their house in starting. So what I say here is going to be that the organization will be located in the city and state, and this selection was made because of the easy access to major thoroughfares, and just put the local, a really close interstate to you, such as Interstate 75, 95, I-4, Interstate 10, whatever you have here. At least it shows that you put some kind of forethought into the location and its accessibility to the interstate. Business objectives, you can go ahead and make these changes if you like, or you can go ahead and leave this information the way it is, but it gives you at least a structure to, plan some business objectives for 1 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, and 6 to 12 months. Industry analysis, I have summarized information from IBIS World, which is a third-party research company. So this is a solid information. I would leave this the way it is. You've got an introduction to the industry. You've got the services segmented here, and then you've got historical and projected growth. All this information is accurate based on IBIS World. Does it mean it's accurate in the real world? I don't know. I didn't do the research. All I did was I paid a lot of money for access to this research. So I put the little IBIS World right here showing that this information was obtained from there. So you're set, ready to go. No changes needed for that. SWOT analysis, just strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The way to change this is you can go ahead and just click on the model, click on this little arrow right here, and then you can go ahead and update your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and threats, or you can just leave this the way it is. Again, this is just the strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats are just based on some general thoughts and ideas that I have for a traditional trucking company. You can update this or leave it up to you. Organizational structure, we get the legal structure right here. Limited liability corporation, you can change this again as you see fit. You can be a corporation, partnership, sole proprietor, up to you. Job responsibilities, I do break it into 3 different jobs, which would be the CEO, driver, and a dispatcher. And if you are not going to have a dispatcher, you can delete that. If you just want driver, you can delete these as well. So I've got a structure. You've got a little bit of flexibility, and all you got to do is just delete or leave it the way it is. Organizational chart, it reflects the information up here except for the general manager, and you can delete that if you want. The way to change this right here is you're going to, again, you're going to click on this little arrow right here, and it's got CEO, General Manager, and Dispatchers, and you can just go ahead and delete and move them however you see fit. All right, next is going to be marketing. So this is just some traditional, just really general marketing. I know truckers, what they're going to do is they're going to, from my experience, they're going to hook up with brokers, or they've already got a loyal following once they start their business. But you know, it doesn't hurt to get your name out there to build, you know, brand recognition and stuff. So that's not a bad idea to go ahead and fill out some of this market information. Company name right here. Make sure you put your company name, and you're all set, ready to go with that. All right, next is going to be the funding request. How much money do you need to start your operations? So for this example right here, we're going to go ahead and put $100,000. If your funding request, if your funding needs are going to be less, then change that information to reflect your needs. Right here is going to be the debt. How long do you expect the loan to last for? Is it going to be 3 to 5 years? If so, go ahead and update that information here. If it's going to be 5 to 7 years, it's going to be 15 to 20 years. Again, update that information here, as well as the interest rate. The next section is going to be your financial projections. Like I said previously, the financial projections that I haven't included in here is typical for a trucking company with one driver. And if that's not going to be acceptable, if you need some modifications to the projections, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. So for the profit and loss right here, we've got the projections. The way that I've got the profit and loss structured is that it's for 12 months. So month 1 to month 3 is right here. And then we've got it summarized into quarter 1. Then we've got month 4 to month 6 here in the second quarter, quarter 2. Then we have month 6 to month 9 and then quarter 3. Then we've got months 10 to 12 and quarter 4. And then finally, I'll go ahead and project it into an annual basis. So for the pro forma income statement, year 1 through year 5, I've got that projected. Annual salary, we've got right here, advertising costs, office expenses. I'll show you all how to update all this information now. All right, so if pro forma income statements is not going to be effective for y'all, you also do have a very basic financial model that you can customize to make it fit your needs. So on the information page, any information you change on here will roll over to your profit and loss statement here, and also your income statement. This projections right here, I'll just leave that tab as is. I just use that to update that information. All right, so the way I've got this structured for y'all is that I've got an opportunity for y'all to put up to 3 drivers right here. I've got the number of miles. So this number right here is indicative of how many miles the driver is going to drive on a daily basis. If it's 625, if you anticipate your driver is driving 625 miles a day, then put it right here. If you anticipate 500, put it there, and you see how all the numbers change. So we're going to leave that at 625. The variable cost is going to be your maintenance and your gasoline on a mileage basis. So for example, I have here that we are going to be, the price is going to be 80 cents. I'm sorry, the price is going to be 80 cents a mile. So this is how much you're going to charge your customer, is approximately 80 cents a mile is what I've based it on. If you're going to be charging more, change this here. If you're going to charge $1.25 a mile, then change it right there. And again, the information will roll over. These costs are going to be cost of your gasoline, your maintenance, and so on a per mile basis. So if you charge 80 cents per mile, then this financial model states that you are going to be charging 24 cents a mile, and that's how much it's going to cost you for gas and maintenance and so on. If you want to change that, then what you can do is you can change it right here, and you can change it from 30% to 25% to 35%. So you can change the percentage, the variable cost percentage, and as you change that, your cost will change as well. Right here is a number of days operating. So if you're going to be driving 6 days a week, put a 6 here. If you're going to be driving 7 days a week, put a 7. 5 days a week, put a 5. And again, the model will update accordingly. Under labor, this is where you're going to have the labor. This is how much your salary you're going to pay yourself. If you're not going to put a salary in there, then put a 0. If you are going to put a salary, if you're going to pay a salary, then put the salary right here. Your startup costs, these are just going to be the most important aspect of it is going to be right here for a loan. If you're going to have, if you're going to take out a $100,000 loan, put it right here. $50,000 loan, put it right here. When you put a loan information here, it actually calculates your monthly payment right here with the interest rate and the term. You can change here. So if your interest rate is going to be 5%, put it here, 4%, put it there, and it's going to update the payment and also update your financials. The term right here is going to be 7 years, it's going to be 5 years. You can change that right here. All right, next is going to be just under here is just some startup costs for, just to get your thoughts and ideas in order. Are you going to need working capital, truck purchase, office equipment, miscellaneous licenses? So that's going to be your startup cost. Your monthly fixed costs, you're not going to, if you need rent, put your rent here, utilities here, office expenses, insurance, accounting and legal, advertising and other. And this will automatically add all the information up here. The next part is going to be, so that's pretty much it. You've got a basic revenue generators here for daily revenues. You've got your labor cost here. Now for the drivers, usually you're going to pay them by the mile. And so you can also change this right here where you can go ahead and up the variable cost from 30% to include your driver pay. But for the most part, I would go down here and I just add the employees. If you're going to have 2 employees, put it right here. And what do you think their average hourly rate is going to be? You can just plug it in right here. All right, so hopefully this information was helpful. We talked about the revenues. We talked about the labor. We talked about the startup costs, your monthly fixed costs, any changes there. Once you make these changes on this, they are going to roll over into your 12-month profit and loss, which is right here, and it goes all the way down to month 7 to month 9, and then if you scroll over, here's your months 10 to 12. So anytime you make some changes, you do need to copy and paste this information here into the Word document. So for example, here is your income statement. So if you've made any changes on your income statement, you're going to have to make a copy of this, Control Copy. You have to go over to your sheet right here, which is your trucking template. You're going to make a copy of this. You're going to highlight it. You're going to get rid of it. Hit Control V, and now you have your new pro forma financial income statement all updated into your Word document, and it's just as simple and straightforward as that. All right, so hopefully this information was helpful, and y'all can you see the value of the template that I've created. And if you would like to purchase this template, some pretty simple steps. First thing what you're going to do is you're going to go to my website, which is qualitybusinessplan.com/business plan templates with an S. So just go to this site right here, and it's going to say business plan templates on the top. Scroll down to where you see trucking company business plan template. And then once you click on the trucking company business plan template, it's going to take you to my purchase page, and it's going to say something like downloadable trucking business plan template. You're going to add it to the cart. You're going to purchase it. Once you purchase the template, you're going to receive an email, and it's going to look something like this. It's going to say, thank you for buying this information, and it's going to show downloads. This is where you're going to download the templates. So you're going to go to your email. It's going to say downloads, and it's going to say download right here, and then it's going to give you a link right here to download the zip file. You'll have two opportunities to download it within 30 days. So you click on this link here, and it's going to pop up something like this where you're going to download a zip file. So download your zip file, and you can tell it's a zip file. It's got a little zipper right here. So once you download the zip file and you click on it, you're going to have the actual folder. The zipper is now gone. So once you click on that folder, surprise, surprise, This is going to be your trucking company business plan template right here to change. And this is going to be the financial model, the very basic financial model that I've customized for the trucking company. So hopefully this information is helpful. You liked the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to purchase it, just follow those steps, enjoy the template, and give me a thumbs up on YouTube. Thank you very much.